Hello, this is Life of a Diplomat and I'm Ainur Mangali. With more than 30 years of international experience in economic development, our guest today has a deep understanding of how to incentivize national economies for sustainable growth. Leading the World Bank's office here in Kazakhstan, he has already contributed to major infrastructure projects that helped, among other things, to strengthen regional integration. Joining me today is the World Bank Country Manager for Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan, Andrei Mikhnev. So let's get started.
Kazakhstan is really a very important player, not only regionally but globally. So the key for Kazakhstan is focusing on productivity.
Is that ambitious goal realistic?
It's not just a goal which is, it's already happening. Kazakhstan also needs to continue being such a hub. Only in the partnership could be achieved much better results.
Hello, Mr. Mikhnev.
Warm welcome to the World Bank office in Kazakhstan.
Thank you so much, and warm welcome to the program Life of a Diplomat.
Let's go.
Let's proceed to the interview. Mr. Mikhnev, thank you very much for sharing your time with us today. Let us begin. So Kazakhstan is now considered as an upper middle income country. So what role does the World Bank still play here in this country and in this region?
As country is growing and becoming upper middle income country and high income country, the content of support and cooperation between the World Bank and such country changes. It's true for Kazakhstan as well. As an upper middle income country, the needs, priorities, and challenges are also evolving for Kazakhstan. So here, we're looking more and more on leveraging knowledge, financing, de-risking instruments, guarantees, rather than just providing financing for essential needs.
Yeah.
So that's reflect the way of the income status, development of the countries, where the needs in global knowledge and best practices is also growing. So what we're working together with the partners here in Kazakhstan, how to ensure that more private sector jobs created in sectors where the productivity is higher. Yeah. How to ensure that the value chain is more sophisticated and the export mix of Kazakhstan is more complex, not only dominating by some initial processing goods. So I think this is the key shift that needs to be done for Kazakhstan.
Addressing the development agenda for this country, what are the biggest opportunities for this topic you see on the, let's say, next couple of years and next decade?
I would say that Kazakhstan has natural advantages. Its location of the country in the middle of all these trade ways. Also, Kazakhstan has a vast natural resources. I'm not talking about only subsoil natural resources, but also water, it's also land, wind. So it's really a lot of natural endowments that Kazakhstan could benefit from. But also Kazakhstan has a very strong human capital and showing how the people and skills of the country will be developed. So Kazakhstan is really a very important player, not only regionally but globally, showing up example of good reforms that has been implemented here. But among the key advantages of the country, I will definitely say that it's kind of location over the real major corridors. And the Trans-Caspian corridor is one of the good examples how it could be located. I also believe that Kazakhstan did a lot of great initial reforms and investment based on these revenues that came from the natural resources. And that's kind of put a good starting point. So Kazakhstan has a lot of assets that could be used and have been used already for development, but probably needs to be used much more productively going forward.
So now, talking about regional cooperation, we see that this dialogue is strengthening. We see the bilateral high-level visits all around the region. How do you think important this cooperation among Central Asian countries is nowadays, and why is it important?
I think it's paramountly important, and it's already happening. Especially for the last years, you can see that cooperation between Central Asian countries in particular is really increasing. And it's not just a political statements. What I think is important to look where such kind of cooperation could be strengthened. Let me give you a couple of examples. Nowadays, we are talking about creating a single electricity market for Central Asia.
Okay.
Most of economies are growing very fast. The energy is really important to support this growth. In this regard, having a workable, flexible market energy pool of countries which allow to use and trade electricity over the borders is critically important. The second, of course, it's water. Water resources is really very important here, and we are glad that Kazakhstan, together with other countries, is participating in regional water energy projects, like, for instance, planned construction of the Kambarata hydropower plant, where Kazakhstan is playing a very important role. If other countries are looking at Central Asia as a sub-region, they need to be sure that everything here is in place, right? It's stability, which already is here, economic potential, rules of the game, governance, how it's organized, how easy to do business, not just to one specific country, but how easy to do business in Central Asia in general because of all this interconnectivity. So once it's done, it's really kind of propelling further Central Asia in the way to put them on the global map. I think also because of many changes happening in different countries, increasing this role for Central Asia even more.
Let's talk about sustainable development as well. Kazakhstan has pledged to reach carbon neutrality by 2060. This is also a very big and ambitious goal. How reachable is that in the context of, of 2026, let's say?
I think it is reachable. And we already see some steps toward this direction. Let me give just very specific examples. I know that the government made decision about enhancing now the emission trading system in Kazakhstan. So allowing that to create more incentives to invest in more energy saving and more carbon-less technologies to ensure that it's better to do business. Otherwise, you would be penalized if you are still investing in something which is not carbon neutral. I think that I understand the issues here because you still have fossil fuel like coal, which is really quite cheap, relatively cheap, right? To produce that. But as we're going further, the cost of renewable energy, the cost of cleaner technology is becoming less and less affordable. So if you're looking not on just in immediate needs, but a little bit to the even not the long-term, mid-term, it's clear the investment in cleaner technology and cleaner energy is a smart investment now, because it will allow then Kazakhstan to position as a really prepared for the future without a fossil fuel.
And how do you see Kazakhstan's efforts, for example, of balancing its, cooperation with different international partners? I would say, starting from the U.S. to China, from Europe to Asia. Is this strategy is winning, a development agenda for the decades to come?
I think Kazakhstan is really what we can see. It's open to economic cooperation to many countries. Right? It's not closing up. And that's, of course, the right strategy to do. To use the economic opportunities exist with the partner countries, neighboring, but not only neighboring country, but also the partners across the globe. And especially such big markets like US or European Union, where the Kazakhstan could actually, if accessing this market, they can benefit a lot. So it's really a right strategy to ensure that economic cooperation is growing and not focus only on one country or one type of product.
Yes, you've mentioned railway, and I want to continue on that and just mention that the World Bank recently supported rail connectivity projects linked to the Trans-Caspian International Transport Route, known as the Middle Corridor. So how transformative you think this corridor could become for Kazakhstan and for the economies, essentially, of this region as well?
No, I think we see transport is really the priority sector for both for investment, for reform, for expanding the potential of Kazakhstan as a transport hub for many destinations here. Surely we should understand that Trans-Caspian corridor is multimodal corridor, which includes not only railway, but it needed road transport, it includes transportation across the Caspian Sea, and then also all the way through the Black Sea. So that's multimodal corridor. So not everything is suitable for that. There are still existing other routes which could connect Europe and Asia, but the role of the transport corridor, Trans-Caspian corridor, is increasing. So our particular financial support is helping to address key bottlenecks that railway is currently having, either modernizing the existing railways, expanding the capacity, expanding the speed of what could be done, and also ensuring that the new routes are constructed. So our recent financial support from IFC, MIGA, and the World Bank is aimed at this. We believe that through this investment, we can add up to increasing the cargo volume, like up to 20 million for the next few years. And also we believe that it's not only helps increase the volume, but it helps people living along the Trans-Caspian corridor, where they have much more opportunity to jobs, when new businesses could be created, because definitely if the traffic is organized around certain location, it will boost the private sector development. So we estimate about 10 million people would be benefiting, it's like half of the country, over the next 6-7 years due to development and enhancement of Trans-Caspian corridor.
Could Kazakhstan's territory become a so-called hub, Eurasian logistics hub? Is that ambitious goal realistic
I think it's already,
in realities that we have?
I think it's already happening. Right? It's not just a goal which is, it's already happening. The role of Kazakhstan has increased. If you look at the traffic volume which is going not only from Europe to Asia or vice versa, but within the Central Asia itself as a region, you can see that Kazakhstan is playing the key role as the key hub for that. I think what's advantage for Kazakhstan is not only location and investment. It's also a so-called soft part of that, how quickly the goods are cleared through the customs, right?
Yeah.
How easy to have this transportation organized. Do we have a needed companies could help do this transportation? So clearly Kazakhstan is in the center of that. But your neighbors is also kind of making up to ensure that their territories is used more and more for transportation purposes. So that race is not like just one you claim the victory. It's constant improvement, and Kazakhstan also need to continue being such a hub and expanding their importance not only within Central Asia but beyond.
Now, tell us more about World Bank's country office in Kazakhstan. Tell us more about your work here. What does it mean for you to lead the team of the country's office here in Kazakhstan?
Well, first of all, the country office in Kazakhstan been here for more than 30 years. Initially in Almaty and then Astana. current days, it's a strong team of more than 30 professionals working here. Most of them are citizens of Kazakhstan. That's also a reflection of how skills, expertise is important here. But at the same time, we also rely on the global knowledge. So we have a lot of our colleagues across the globe which working for Kazakhstan but not necessarily being here. For me personally, I came here 3 years ago. So it really was a pleasure. When the Kazakhstan opportunity came up, I immediately expressed my interest to work here. And in fact, I'm really proud now, first of all, for what have been done for these 3 years already.
Yeah.
But I'm also proud for the quality of our experts here and the quality of our counterpart from the government, from the private sector, as well as from civil society.
So you've mentioned that you've worked in more than 30 countries or around 30 countries. So how this country and experience of working in this country stands out maybe or differs from those previous experiences as well?
Well, yeah, I'm very proud to work for the World Bank, and I've been working in this organization for more than 30 years.
Oh, in the World Bank system.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's really,
amazing.
and it's always you're opening something new, right? Unlike any other job, when you're just working in one place that's probably not helping you develop. In the World Bank group, it's really the opportunity to work across the globe. And as I said, yes, more than 30 countries where I directly worked. So if you compare countries, every country is unique. There is no single solution that fits any country. At the same time, there is so much has been done already that many countries could just benefit from that, apply to the country context. And this is exactly where such partners as the World Bank could help.
Yeah, and in these 30 years, I mean, the world has changed, I think, dramatically. So what, in terms of your experiences, what were the most formative experiences for you in these last 30 years with the World Bank?
Well, first of all, for the last 30 years, it's such a big jump in terms how we use digital technologies. So the major shift I see is how technologies is changing. Every certain aspect, whatever was kind of foundation of economic science and foundation of economic development, they shifted much more. The new challenges emerged. If some cycles also of economics decline and growth was quite long, now it's happening quite frequently. The challenges, global challenges, like pandemic, for instance, or conflict, is a constant now. It's not just cycling, but it's constant. So you need to adjust on that. So that's a big shift that I see for the last 30 years.
Assume that leading the team that eyes very big infrastructure projects might be stressful from time to time. So in general, how do you kind of relieve this stress? And
well, indeed, I mean, working here requires a lot of energy. So sometimes you need to renew this energy, and I think that going to the gym helps me a lot. And in fact, in our office, many people going to the gym. Fortunately, it's located just in our building. My favorite things when I'm going there is actually ping pong. Table tennis.
Table tennis, yeah.
So I like very much playing with that, and fortunately in our team we have a very good players. So that's how we are spending some spare time, which is not a lot, but we're still trying to be sure that we are.
Show us your masterclass. Kind of, summing up everything that we discussed today, what do you think could become Kazakhstan's biggest economic challenge in the next 10 years?
Well, I believe as we're talking now in the gym, I think it's important for Kazakhstan for the next 10 years to remain that path of reform that already started. So the key for Kazakhstan, as I mentioned in the beginning of our interview, is focusing on productivity, how to ensure that economy is becoming more and more productive. Only in this way, the economy could become much more competitive in the changing global environment and create better paid jobs for its population.
And if to say, like, in one message, what would your message be to all, for example, Kazakhstan's people about the current and future partnership between this country and the World Bank Group?
I think the key message would be work with international partners such as World Bank and other true partners of Kazakhstan to contribute to help economy to grow. It cannot be done on its own. Only in the partnership could be achieved much better results. I would say that's my main message.